with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Welcome. So glad you're here. Hope you're having a good week. Happy Tuesday to you. So we are in the final part of Celebration, or as I like to call it, Celebration 2021 2.0, because this is the second round of Celebration that we have had this year, which was something new that Stampin' Up! Was trying. So yeah, we have just 10 days left if you count today. So we're in a countdown, so to speak, to get your favorite items. And I thought today we would play with some of this beautifully penned designer series paper. This is one of those fun celebration items that is so versatile. You can use it with so many different things. The paper's really pretty. And then I thought I would pull in an item from the mini catalog, and that is the Heartfelt Wishes stamp set. I really like how it has the sending love and the much gratitude. So, and of course you guys know I love scripty fonts here. So this is on page 57 of your mini catalog. So we'll pull that in. So I thought I'd keep it pretty simple today, a classic layout. We are going to do the black and white beautifully penned paper with some pops of color. We'll pull in our Stampin' Blends alcohol markers to color that beautiful paper. And we'll do a couple different color combinations so you can see which one you like best, or see how you can use it in various ways. Hey Wendy, thanks for joining me. How are you doing? So now that we've got a couple of viewers, I do want to announce we reached our 2,200 subscriber mark between last Tuesday and today. Hey Janelle, welcome. Hi Kathy. So I have, I'm gonna do a couple of giveaways today. So I went through all the comments that I've received on my YouTube channel here between last Tuesday and today. Hey David, 2,200, not just 21. Yes, we're actually at 2,208 as of a few minutes ago. So congratulations to Deb Fitzgerald and to Carol Alanis. I hope I said those names right. Deb and Carol, if you are watching this replay, or if one of your friends is watching here, please let Deb and Carol know to go ahead and contact me with your mailing address so I can get a couple cards in the mail to you guys. I love that. Yeah, it's been a fun thing here on the channel that every time we reach a new little milestone, we give away a couple of cards. So what can get better than that? Yeah, all right, so I am just checking everything. Hello, Luann. Hey, everybody. All right, let's get stamping here. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure you like, subscribe, thumbs up, hit that notification bell, all of that fabulous stuff here so that you get notification of when I've got new videos on my channel. I do have a new host code this week for September here. That is 2UJWXE6W. So what I've been doing is as I get orders in, and especially for every $50 that you order, not only will you earn a free celebration item like the beautifully penned paper, but I will also put your name in a drawing to win prizes. And so I've given away several already. We've given them to Nancy and to Marilyn. I just contacted Jessica S. and Carmen S. also this week. So yes, and we're getting close to doing a couple more. So this is the current host code so far for this week, and when we get enough rewards on this code, then I'll announce a couple more winners. We'll close that out and we'll open a new code. All right, so with this paper, you do have some beautiful, they're black and white designs. You've got leaves and polka dots and flowers and stripes and all kinds of good stuff here, and even some little scalloped edges and things too. So this paper is a little bit different because you have, you actually get 4 each of these 3 different double-sided designs. So you get 12 sheets total. They are a 12 by 12 pack. And I thought I would use a section of this floral pattern, and then we can color the leaves and the flowers, and it's got some scallops on the back. So I thought to start with, we just go with a pretty Highland heather here. This is 5.5 by 8.5. Like I said, this is kind of a quick and classic layout here, and I thought we'd do pretty purple, and then we'll change it up and do another color with that as well. So again, your just standard card base. All right, so because we do have this black and white going on, I am going to bring in a layer of basic black. This is 4 by 5.25. All right, hi Keisha, how are ya? Glad you caught me live. All right, and then I'm also going to pull in another layer of the basic white. So again, I'm going 1/4 inch smaller. My folded card base here is 4.25 by 5.5. We're not going to glue this down quite yet, but this is 4 by 5.25. And then a little bit, another 1/4 inch smaller, 3 3/4 by 5. So you can see you go down by increments there. We've got some new stampers with us today, ladies. All right, and then this piece of beautifully penned, I have cut it down from its 12 by 12 size to just a 2-inch strip, 2 inch by 5.25. All right, so it's going to fit right here along the top, and then you can see I've got white space here along the bottom for a greeting. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this here. So I'm going to start. I have a brand new refill in here, Luann. I actually just about used one up, and I said, you know what, I better swap this out just before I go live so I don't run out of adhesive while I'm on air here. All right, so I'm going to butt this one right up to the corners. Okay, there we go. And then I am going to go ahead and adhere this to the basic black layer as well. We're going to add on some gorgeous Highland heather ribbon, but by adhering it to this black layer too, just gives it a little bit more stability, a little more support here. So this is the Highland heather ribbon. Hey Tina, welcome. This is from the annual catalog. Let me see, it's on the ribbon page here, so I'll tell you where that is. It's right up here on the top of the page, 140, the Highland heather 1/2 inch grosgrain ribbon. And it's neat because it has that like silver shimmer foil sparkling through it. So I'm just laying it over the front of my panel, extending the edges out a little bit. We're going to snip that off, and then we'll flip this over and apply our adhesive. So you can see already how quickly this card layout is coming together. All right, so we going to just tape this. Actually, I want to pull it down just a little bit. I don't want quite as much white space on the bottom. Okay. All right, and then we just tape those ends to the back so that they don't show through or come loose. It gives it a nice finished edge. Okay, and then right here on our card base. All right, so I think it's pretty like that. You could totally leave it as just the black and white, and you could do, let's come in here with a little bit of Tuxedo Black Memento ink. You could do Sending Love here. We're going to stamp this kind of right down here towards the right corner. Beautiful. And then you could add in a little knot for your ribbon. We don't need a fancy bow. We've got lots of shimmer and shine going on here, so the ribbon kind of sparkles as it is. All right, let's trim these up so they're even. Hey, Jessie, how are you? Hope you and Sam are doing well. All right, so you could keep it totally simple like that. I do think it needs a little something, so I'm gonna pull in my rhinestones here to coordinate with our sparkle. So, and you know, I've got just a little bit of glue from my table. You know, I had grabbed a cloth to wipe this up and forgot all about it. So let's see here. We'll just go in and add a couple of little rhinestones. All right. You could do it. So we could keep it totally simple like that. Thank you, Tina. I'm glad you love it. All right. Yeah, this ribbon is really pretty, isn't it? All right, so that's one way you could do it. We can change it up a little bit if we take that piece and decided to color it. So I'm actually going to do another color scheme. I'll show you how it looks a little bit. We'll kind of change the color pattern. We had previously done Highland Heather here. How about we bring in some Cherry Cobbler? Luann, this sentiment is from the Heartfelt Wishes stamp set. This is on page 57 of the mini catalog. And I use the Sending Love on there too. I like that you can do Sending Love and Heartfelt Wishes or Much Gratitude. There's a From Our Family to You and Yours. Yeah, lots of nice phrases on there. All right, so let's do some Cherry Cobbler. Again, our card base is just a half sheet of cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5. We are going to start out pretty much the same way with a layer of basic black that is 4 by 5.25. Your basic white that is 3 3/4 by 5, and then again our beautifully penned, which is 2 by 5.25. I was saying all these 2 by 5, excuse me. Yes. All right, yeah, too many measurements here. A few little layers. All right, so what I'm going to do differently is before I put all of this together, I'm going to bring in that handy piece of chipboard here, and I'm going to do some coloring with my blend. So I have brought in some Cherry Cobbler, and I thought, well, maybe I've got some Petal Pink, so we've got our red, we've got our light pink, and then Shaded Spruce for a pop of green on here. And it's really up to you how you want to go ahead and color this. You could totally go in and do the leaves first if that's easiest for you, kind of a process of elimination. So that's what's, I have my chipboard behind here because as we color, the alcohol markers will bleed through your paper and you do want to protect your work surface there. So just put a piece of scrap or something under there. All right, so I'm going to just kind of go in. I am with the light shaded spruce here. All right, and I'm just coloring directly on my paper. I love that Stampin' Up! They've done a lot of the shading for us, so when I decide to go back in here with the dark, I can just follow some of those lines that they've already put on there. How many of you guys like to color? I know so many people find just coloring kind of therapeutic. Some people like to do it when they watch TV or this and that. So this paper is perfect for that. I mean, it's gorgeous as black and white as we saw on this one, but you can see how much it changes just by adding some of the color. Lori loves to color too. Wendy loves to color. Yeah, she says it helps her unwind. Exactly. There's so much going on. Everybody's got so much going on these days that we do need to take some of that time to take just a few minutes and have a breather. And if coloring is what helps you unwind, or for some of us, the creative outlet of card making, or maybe it's scrapbooking or anything, yeah, that's all good ways to de-stress. Okay, so we're just about done with the leaves here. You don't really realize how many there are on here until you start coloring. Okay, so that was the light shaded spruce. Now I'm going to come in with the dark, and the way the blends are, they are sold in pairs. So you get the light and the dark in each set, which is great. So you can see how we've just going in and marking some of those little lines that Stampin' Up! Has already drawn in there, but it helps to bring those leaves to life a little bit. And you don't need to do every line, but just some little accents here and there. As much as or as little as you like. But I do like the definition that it gives here. Makes it look that much more realistic. The process of the artisans who design the paper for Stampin' Up! Is pretty amazing. So somebody actually drew these beautiful flowers and leaves before Stampin' Up! Then turned them into a paper for us. So isn't that cool? All right, let's come in here. Let's start with our light cherry cobbler then. And if you're wondering why I'm going so dark with cherry cobbler, it's because check out this gorgeous ribbon. This is the cherry cobbler and gold ribbon. This is also from the mini catalog. I believe in the US right now this ribbon might not actually be available, but keep in touch. I've been watching the inventory reports and things like that, and I can let you know exactly when, well, I can let you know when Stampin' Up! Expects to get it in and things like that. But it's so pretty. So I wanted to be able to use that. I love how that's got a shimmer to it as well. All right, so let's come in. I'm gonna come in and do some of these smaller flowers. Looks like I might need a new set of blends. My painty tip here is getting a little soft. All right, let's come in with these. I figure the little flowers are probably the darkest, right? And then let's go. All right, then let's go with our light petal pink, and we'll do the bigger flowers. All right, so just all over coloring on these. Apologize if my camera is wiggling. I got this new desk a couple months ago and I love it, but the way I have my cardstock is I actually keep my cardstock in, it's 2 files tall. It's 2 file, just a plastic Sterilite storage units, the file drawers, and they fit perfectly under my desk, which is great because then I can just reach down and grab out cardstock as I need it. But in order to get them to fit, I had to not put the brace in the center that came with the desk to kind of hold the legs together. So I'm thinking because I didn't put that brace in, that's what's making things just a little bit wiggly. Hey, Mary from Vancouver, Washington. Wonderful. So glad to have you. It's beautiful out there. Yes, we've been out to Seattle and I've really enjoyed it out there. It's so beautiful flying in to be able to see Mount Rainier and the different mountains and things. Oh, Keisha says she loves coloring. Yes, you know, I loved the color by number as a kid. So this is kind of an extension of that. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to come in here with the light and add, so I don't want to go too dark on these pink flowers, but I do want to add just a little bit more color to them, not just such a light pink. But really you could, well, when it's your project, you can make it any color you want. I'm just here for give you some inspiration and some ideas. Yeah, and I love this. So good reason to go ahead if you've got this paper, if you're planning on getting it. It's okay to chop it. So pretty, even in little sections like this. Okay, so that was the light cherry cobbler that I just did, and I'm gonna go in with the dark puddle pink. I know that seems a little weird, but I'm gonna then go over this just a little bit more. Okay, just kind of highlighting some more in those. Okay, if you're not sure you like it like that, that's why they're called blends. You can come in and totally keep moving that around. Yeah, okay. So I like that. Let's come in with a little bit of the dark. And, well, I don't know. Do we need dark on some of these light flowers? I think I kind of like it as is. What do you guys think? Should I leave it? I'm thinking maybe I should kind of leave it alone right there. I think that looks good. Karen says she just got this paper. Thank you. I'm glad you like the ideas. All right, so now that we've got this colored, and you can see, look how that's kind of pretty on the back. But that is why I had a piece of cardboard scrap underneath it here, just to protect the surface. All right, so we'll apply our adhesive here. Oops, there we go. Now putting this, and again, this piece of designer's paper was 2 by 5 on a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 basic white. Adhere this to the basic black. That is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Okay. Boy, it is windy out today. It's been, I can't say it's sunny. It's a bit overcast, but super windy. So, I don't know, feeling a little more like fall. I guess it is officially autumn tomorrow. That's okay. Fall is one of my favorite seasons. All right, now how beautiful is that? Doesn't that just totally fancy it up? All right, so again, just lay it over your card front here, extend the edges, give it a little bit of a snip. If you're really being specific, you need about 6.5 inches of ribbon there. Okay, and then apply our adhesive all around the back. Okay. Oh, I got adhesive sticking to my fingers. All right, so I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. So I'm just overlapping that edge. Oh, Wendy says they're having Indian summer in the UK, sunny days and cool nights. Very nice. I don't think we usually get our Indian summer till like mid-October. And then it turns cold. And we usually get a snowstorm at the very end of the month. I mean, not really an accumulation, but we usually do get a little bit of snow. Kind of a warning of what's to come. I'm not ready for the weather to change. Again, I feel like September here has been an extension of summer, and I'm okay with that. All right, so let's go and let's do just a little knot on here as well. Oh, this ribbon, it ties so nicely. Okay, and then just trim it up. There we go. Very pretty. Oh, there we go. Had a little thread peeking through. Now, a little tip, if your knots are moving and it bugs you, go ahead and take your little mini glue dots here. You can even use the edge of your scissors to pry one off. Don't pick them with your fingers. And then just place it right underneath the knot of your ribbon, and that'll keep it from shifting. That'll help hold your bow tight too. I'm going to put one on this card as well while I'm at it. All right, go ahead and just tuck it right underneath the knot. That holds that in place. All right, and I was gonna use Much Gratitude. What do you think? Should I use the Much Gratitude, or should I go ahead and stamp the Sending Love on this one again? While you guys vote, I'm going to grab, I think we need some gold, some little golden jewels for this card. Let's see. Oh, you know what I have? Ooh, you know what might work is in the holiday rhinestone assortment from the annual catalog. We have some cherry cobbler jewels. That might work. Or I do have some of the gilded gems. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, Luann says she could enjoy fall better if it was followed by spring, yeah, instead of winter. I agree. Wendy says she wants to hibernate in the late autumn and winter. Yeah. Yep, I agree. So, Haim, you just want to like curl up with a blanket in front of the fireplace. Absolutely. All right, so Wendy's saying maybe try the gratitude. Kathy's going with sending love. Tina says gratitude. All right, so let's go with the gratitude. We'll try it something new. And then, all right, so Janelle is saying she likes the colored gems. So let me know, should I go with the cherry cobbler jewels, or should I go with the faceted gold gilded gems? All right, let me know there too, and well, I'm inking up my stamp here. So because this was a longer stamp, that's why I'm pressing my ink pad onto it. It's a little less messy that way. I think I'm gonna go, instead of to the right, I'm going to aim for the center on this one. All right, straight down, hold it, lift straight up. Oh, I did rock just a little bit, so we know where we'll be putting a jewel. All right, so looks like it is unanimous. Let's go with these cherry cobbler jewels here. So this is the holiday basics. So I don't know why they say holiday, because they're really pretty. You have your navy, your pool party, your garden green. I think it's garden green or shaded spruce, I'm not sure. The cherry cobbler, and then you've got like a crushed curry on there as well. And really, they're colors that I use all year round. All right, so I'm going to go with one of the larger rhinestones because they come in multiple sizes. Perfect for hiding the smudge. Haha, you'd never know it was there. See, embellishments cover a multitude of, of things you might want to hide. Let it go. We'll just kind of go down here, and then we'll do a little one up there. We've got our nice little kind of triangle to move the eye around. What do you think? Aren't they pretty? And of course, you could totally change that one up and add on and do some. Let me grab another little piece because I feel like showing you we could color that as well. So again, I just did a 2-inch strip. 2 inches by 5 inches. Okay, and then we'll bring in that. Oops, I'm throwing things around my desk. Bring in our scrap again, because I feel like maybe we should color this. The combination I was going to do with this one was going to be soft sea foam and the Highland heather there. So let's go all over Highland heather flowers. Again, it doesn't matter if you start with the leaves or the flowers, whatever you want to do there. And I love this. I'm not even coloring in the lines. I'm just kind of circling all around. I love that you don't really have to be specific, and you certainly don't have to be an artist, but with the right tools like our Stampin' Blends, then they make you look like an artist anyways. All right. So what do you guys think? Do you like the black and white, or are you a fan of the coloring? I like that you can do either. So that was the light Highland Heather coming in with the dark. This time I'm just going all kind of monochromatic there, just the one color. And you can see it doesn't have to take a long time. Of course, if you like to color, then you can leisurely do this and not do it quite so fast as as I'm doing here on the video. Okay, so we've got our pretty Highland Heather flowers there, and then for the leaves, we will do some soft sea foam, keeping it nice and subtle here. And that's the great thing about Stampin' Up's color coordination. They've got everything kind of sorted into color families for us, and you know, anything within those families, everything always coordinates so perfectly. So no matter, oh, I missed a couple of flowers. Oops. Get a little carry away with my leaves. I missed a couple of flowers. Let's there we go. Add a couple of those in, and then, all right, just the darker of the sea foam, highlight that just a little bit, those lines on the leaves. Okay, so almost done there. Okay, so we've got that. Now, if you were to kind of redo that, you can see how that would look on here with that ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Jana. Thank you. Yeah, aren't these fun combinations? And again, you get such a different look just by changing up the color combinations. So we used some soft sea foam and Highland Heather on the first card. And then we went bold with some cherry cobbler and some shaded spruce there on the second. All right. Yeah, and then we used, this is one of the patterns in the Beautifully Penned Designer Series paper. Again, as a free celebration choice here through the end of September. And that also coordinates, if you really enjoy that, it coordinates with the hand-penned petals bundle, as well as the suite from the annual catalog as well. So I will put a list of supplies used in the video description once I get it uploaded there. But if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you all for joining me today and stamping along and coloring. And yeah, thank you all so much. Again, make sure you've liked, subscribed, thumbs up, all of that good stuff. And I look forward to stamping with you again soon. Thank you so much. Aw, I'm glad that you found this relaxing, Wendy. Aw, you take care, everybody. Bye-bye.